Why does synesthesia lead to sensory overwhelm? Imagine experiencing a world where sounds paint pictures or colors taste like strawberries. That's what happens with synesthesia, a fascinating way the human brain perceives the world. When you have synesthesia, your brain links senses in unusual ways. Normally, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell are kept separate in different parts of the brain. But in synesthetes, these areas are more connected than usual. This extra wiring causes one sense to automatically trigger another. For example, hearing a musical note might make you see a specific color or feel a certain texture. This blending of senses creates a flood of sensory input all at once. The brain is trying to process multiple sensations triggered by a single stimulus. Because of these extra connections, the brain receives more signals than it typically would. It's like a busy highway with many roads merging into one, causing traffic to slow down or get congested. The brain's usual filtering system, which keeps irrelevant signals out, is less effective in synesthetes. This means more sensory signals pass through and interact. The result is a sensory overload, especially in environments full of stimuli. Bright lights, loud sounds, and strong smells can become overwhelming because the brain is trying to handle all these sensations simultaneously. The more connections there are between sensory areas, the more intense and confusing the experience can be. This is why some people with synesthesia might feel exhausted or anxious in busy places. Their brains are working harder to sort through the flood of overlapping sensory information. Genetics can play a role in synesthesia, affecting how the brain wires itself. Neurotransmitters like serotonin, which influence mood and sensory processing, may also impact how strongly someone experiences these sensations. Because of this, some synesthetes are more prone to sensory overwhelm than others. Understanding this helps us see why environments with too much sensory input can be difficult for synesthetes. Creating spaces with softer lighting, quieter sounds, and less visual clutter can make a big difference. It's all about giving the brain a chance to process sensations without becoming overloaded. Did you know? While synesthesia can add a rich layer to how people perceive the world, it also makes their brains work harder to filter and manage all that sensory information. That's why moments of sensory overwhelm are common for some synesthetes, even though they experience the world in a uniquely vivid way.